Call to order the workshop session for the Common Council meeting, March 6, 2018, at 5 p.m. Clerk, call roll.
Councilmember Williams.
Here.
Councilmember Bamanto. Here. Councilmember Heenan.
Here.
Councilmember Civiletto. Here. Councilmember at large Voish.
Present. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Since this is a workshop, we will skip over certification of the prior meetings. We will skip over reading of the privilege of the floor regulations and privilege of the floor. We will begin with communications from the mayor. He's indisposed at the moment, so we'll skip to number 6, communications from the public and petitions.
Notice of claim from Charles Fausgraf for alleged damages to vehicle after hitting a pothole.
I'll make a motion to refer this to the law department. Need a first. Councilman Williams, second. Councilman Civiletto. Number 2.
Notice of claim from Janice Penharlow for alleged damages due to city sewer line backup.
Motion to refer this to the law department. Councilman Williams, second. Councilman Bamanto. 3.
Notice of commencement of action from Nilsa M. Arroyo.
Motion to refer this to the law department. Councilman Williams, Councilman Civiletto with the second. Number 4.
Notice of commencement of action Jonathan Soto Vega.
Motion to refer this to the law department. Councilman Williams with the first. Councilman Bamanto with the seconds. Number 5.
Request from LaShonda Moreland to have a bounce house and ponies on July 28, 2018 for a birthday party at Point Gratiot.
Any discussion, council? Is Chief here? There he is. Hitting you as soon as you walk in the door, Chief.
Yes, sir.
Any concerns about the bounce house and ponies on July 28th, 2018 for a birthday party at Point Gratiot?
I don't, DPW, as long as Randy's okay with it.
Okay, I will make that motion to refer to the proper departments. Councilman Williams, second. Councilman Civiletto. Number 6.
Request from Dunkirk Senior High School class of 1989 to hold their 4th annual Marauder Trotter Lakefront 5K Run Walk on Saturday, June 30th, 2018 from 8:45 a.m. to 9:45 a.m.
Any discussion, council? Randy or Chief, any concerns? No?
They've run this the last couple of years. They do a really good job with it. Scott Meekus and his crew, and they work well with us. We have had no issues, so I don't have any problem.
Okay, I will need a first for the motion. Councilman Williams, second. Councilman Bamanto. Number 7.
Request from Myra Alvarado for a water line connection at 10765 Temple Road in the town of Dunkirk.
Any discussion, council? Any concerns, Randy?
No, if you want to approve it contingent to DPW, Law Department, Treasurer's Office, and also the town.
DPW, law, treasurer, and town. Okay, I'll need a first. Councilman Williams, second. Councilman Civiletto. Yep. Number 8.
Request from the Harvest Chapel to host a community block party in Washington Park on July 13, 2018 from 6 p.m. till 7:30 p.m. with 1 hour at each end for cleanup. Rain dates will be July 20th, 2018.
Any discussion, council? Any concerns from any department heads? I'll need a first for the motion. Councilman Williams, second. Councilman Bamanto. I'm going to have the clerk read off all 4 of these individually. It is my hopes that at the end, if there are no concerns, we can do it in one motion for the meeting. Loudspeakers.
Excuse me, Harvest Chapel Church to have audio equipment at their block party in Washington Park on July 13, 2018 from 4:30 till 8:30 p.m.
Any concerns, council? Discussion? Nothing? B?
Bart's Cove to have live bands outside April 1st through November 30th, 2018. Times will vary from 1 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Chief, 1 a.m.?
That's the Harborfront District.
Okay.
The bars in the Harborfront are allowed to have the music till 1 a.m.
Okay, just wanted to double check. Any other concerns from anybody? Seeing none. C?
LaShonda Moreland to have music from a radio at Point Gratiot on July 28, 2018 for a birthday party from 3 p.m. till 7 p.m.
Any concerns about that one from anybody? D?
Dunkirk PBA to have a speaker system with microphone for the Matthew Hazelton 5K Memorial Run Lakefront 5K on Sunday, June 3rd, 2018 from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m.
Any concerns or questions on that one? Seeing none, I'd like to put it a form of motion to put all four of them together. I need a first. Councilman Williams, I need a second. Councilman Bamanto. Number 7, reports of standing committees, boards, and commissions. Councilman Williams. Councilman Bamanto.
Just a question, maybe Hector can help with this. Do we have Wi-Fi availability up at the point?
We're supposed to be getting at,
Coming on?
all the way down from the point to Wright Park,
Do you have any timetable?
posted by grand opening.
Okay. That's all I got.
Councilman Civiletto.
Just that we've got our safety committee meeting next week. That's it.
Okay. Councilman Heenan. One thing I just want to say in here, because I know some people watch this and might miss the council meeting. Obviously, we all know we had a massive storm this past week. I personally had to get up at 4 a.m. and go out to work, and it was Armageddon out there at 4:30 a.m. between power lines down and trees down and streets with 2 feet of snow in them. It was horrendous. It looked like something out of a movie. But I got to give all the credit in the world to the first responders and to Randy's department and all the guys that were out there, because by the time I came back into town at 9:30 or 10 o'clock, which was only 5 hours later, everything was cleared out of the way, whether it be wires, whether it be trees, whether it be snow on the streets. It was absolutely an amazing job in a short amount of time for as bad as that looked at 4 o'clock in that morning. So I'm going to say the same thing during the meeting too, Randy and Chiefs. I mean, just an amazing job by everybody done that night. It was,
Very, very busy day, I'll tell you that.
and I didn't get a single complaint. I think everybody understood the severity of it. I think it helped a lot that schools were closed and also nobody could travel anyway. So that helped a ton by having the streets empty of vehicles and people too. So great job done by all.
Thank you.
Number 8, unfinished business.
29, resolution for authorization to update city code requiring 2 signatures on checks instead of 1.
I'll need a motion to take this off the table. Councilman Williams with the first on that. I'll need a second. Councilman Civiletto. Assuming that passes to be taken off the table, would there be any discussion? No? Okay. Number 9, pre-filed resolutions.
36, resolution authorizing the implementation of and funding in the first instance of the state multimodal program aid and state-administered federal program aid eligible cost of a capital project and appropriating funds thereof, therefore.
Any discussion on that? Seeing none, moving on to 37.
37, resolution rescinding resolution number 81 of 2017 regarding relinquishment of any claim of right and to quit claim transfer the paper street west of 468 Lakeshore Drive east to Erie Land Development LLC.
I'd just like to note for the record, there is a typo in the rescinding resolution. At the end of the first whereas, it mistakenly says Batter Park, and it should say Battery Point Villas. So, just a small typo. We don't need to do an amendment. So, any discussion beyond that?
Just, this came out of, planning board meeting from last week, I think it was Wednesday. The residents there have been keeping up the back part of the property, and, this is by no means gonna stop any of, the development that's gonna be there.
Okay, any further discussion? Seeing none, moving on to number 10, new business. Anybody walking anything in? And Mayor, I'd like to give you the opportunity during the workshop. You were unavailable when communications from the mayor came up. Is there anything you'd like to share during the workshop?
No, we're just gonna put out a press release, just informing the public that there will be a brush pickup done, next week. And I have a whole press release to read during the meeting.
Okay.
Thank you.
This will be in addition to the normal brush pickup that we do. This was as a result of the storm, there's a lot out there, we got a lot of complaints, so we're gonna do an extra brush pickup.
Any questions for the mayor on that? Seeing none, motion to adjourn. Councilman Williams, Bamanto with, or I'm sorry, Civiletto with the second. Sorry. Clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Williams? Aye. Councilmember Bamanto? Aye. Councilmember Heenan? Aye. Councilmember Civiletto? Councilmember at large Volusia?
Aye. Meeting adjourned. I'm not saying a word. Well, I thought you were putting your hand up to say second, and then it didn't look like a second after you got done doing it.
Michael, like you said,
together a conference.
Resolution number 29-2018 on March 6th, 2018 at 5:20 PM in the Common Council chambers to hear any and all interested persons. If anybody wishes to speak on this particular resolution and only this resolution, please step forward to the microphone and state your name and address. Last opportunity, if anybody wishes to speak on this particular resolution and only this resolution, please step forward to the podium and state your name and address. Seeing none, public hearing is closed.
Almost thought Edwin was gonna speak.
Our job is to sell socks, not make videos. That's why we
2018 at 5:30 PM. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams?
Here.
Councilmember Bamanto?
Here.
Councilmember Heenan? Councilmember Civiletto?
Here.
Councilmember at-large Woloshin?
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Certification of the prior meetings.
This is to certify that an official copy of the minutes of the Common Council meeting of Tuesday, February 20th, 2018 was presented to the mayor on Thursday, March 1st, 2018. Pursuant to Section 3.03 of the Dunkirk City Charter, all items presented to the mayor are now in full force and effect, and witness whereof I have hereto set my hand and seal of the city of Dunkirk, New York, this 6th day of March 2018.
Need a motion dispensing with the reading of the minutes. Councilman Williams with the first, Councilman Bamanto with the second. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams?
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto?
Aye.
Councilmember Heenan? Councilmember Civiletto?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Woloshin?
Aye. Reading of the privilege of the floor of, reading of the privilege of the floor regulations. Sorry.
Privilege of the floor shall be extended to any person appearing for themselves, in which case the individual shall be limited to 3 minutes, and to any person representing a group who shall be limited to 5 minutes. When recognized, please stand and state your name and address. The city clerk shall have the duty of maintaining such time limits, and the councilman at large may determine in his discretion whether individuals are speaking for themselves or representing groups. Councilman at large Woloshin shall maintain good order and may require any speaker to cease speaking if remarks are made in bad taste or are slanderous or non-germane to any action taken or contemplated by council. The time limit shall be strictly adhered to, except that a speaker may be allowed to complete a statement or thought started before such time has expired.
Privilege of the floor is now open. If anybody wishes to speak, please step forward to the microphone and state your name and address.
Good evening, Jim Fisher with Revitalize Dunkirk. I just want to take a moment to let you know about our next meeting on March 15th at the Fredonia Technology Incubator down the street at 214 Central Avenue. Your own Rebecca Yanis is going to be our guest speaker, so everybody show up, give her some support. And also, I would just like to put our support behind the mayor and city officials in their attempts to move the train cars from the tracks in the downtown area. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Jim, what time was that meeting?
6:30.
6:30. Thank you.
Anybody else wishing to take advantage of privilege of the floor, please step forward and state your name and address. Last opportunity. Anybody else wishing to take advantage of privilege of the floor, please step forward to the microphone and state your name and address. Seeing none, privilege of the floor is now closed. Communications from the mayor, including disapproval messages.
Just have a few announcements for council and for the public. First one is a press release which will be coming out. Due to the recent winter storm, the City of Dunkirk Public Works Department announces that there will be a citywide brush pickup the week of Monday, March 12th through Friday, March 16th, 2018. Brush must be at the curb in all districts by 7:30 a.m. on Monday, March 12th. City crews will collect each area only once. Brush placed at the curb after the crews pass by will not be collected and will be ticketed as a violation of the city code. Please note that this is an additional service provided, and any previously scheduled brush pickups taking place later in the year will take place as planned. Please refer to the 2018 curbside collection schedule for further information. City residents may also drop brush at the Public Works facility on Lucas Avenue. Also would like to announce to council and to the public the City of Dunkirk Housing Study, the public meeting. The Planning and Development staff, community leaders, and Vacant Property Task Force have been studying Dunkirk's housing market since last fall with a focus on vacant and distressed properties. This project, funded by a grant from the Local Initiative Support Corporation, has given city leaders an opportunity to survey the current condition of housing and to examine the underlying factors contributing to the housing challenges in our community.
Community members are invited to attend the public meeting to learn more about the state of Dunkirk's housing market, challenges with distressed and vacant housing, and ongoing efforts to address these housing challenges. The meeting will take place in the first floor conference room at the Fredonia Technology Incubator, located at 214 Central Avenue on Tuesday, March 13th, 2018, from 6 to 8 p.m. I'd also like to announce that this Thursday, we're going to tentatively schedule a press conference. This is March 8th at 4 p.m. right here at City Hall. This is relative to a special and exciting event that we want to take place here in our waterfront this summer. All the details will be explained at the press conference. I would encourage all the council members and department heads to please attend. Again, this is Thursday, March 8th, 4 p.m. here at City Hall. And that's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mayor. Number 6, communications from the public and petitions.
Notice of claim from Charles Falsgraf for alleged damages to his vehicle after hitting a pothole.
I need a motion to refer this to the Law Department. Councilman Williams with the first, Councilman Civiletto with the second. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams?
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto?
Aye.
Councilmember Heenan?
Aye.
Councilmember Civiletto?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vorship.
Aye.
Notice of claim from Janice Penharlow for alleged damages due to city sewer line backup.
I need a motion to refer this to the Law Department. Councilman Williams with the first, Councilman Bamanto with the second. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams?
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto?
Aye.
Councilmember Heenan?
Aye.
Councilmember Civiletto?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vorship.
Aye.
Notice of commencement of action from Nilsa M. Arroyo.
I need a motion to refer this to the Law Department. Councilman Williams with the first, Councilman Civiletto with the second. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams?
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto?
Aye.
Councilmember Heenan?
Aye.
Councilmember Civiletto?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vorship.
Aye.
Notice of commencement of action, Jonathan Soto Vega.
I need a motion to refer this to the Law Department.
So move.
Councilman Williams with the first, Councilman Bamanto with the second. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams?
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto?
Aye.
Councilmember Heenan?
Aye.
Councilmember Civiletto?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vorship.
Aye.
Request from LaShonda Moreland to have a bounce house and ponies on July 28, 2018 for a birthday party at Point Gratiot.
Any discussion, council? Seeing none, I need a motion to refer this to the appropriate departments as well as approve, subject to appropriate insurances and usual conditions.
So move.
Councilman Williams with the first, Councilman Civiletto with the second. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams?
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto?
Aye.
Councilmember Heenan?
Aye.
Councilmember Civiletto?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vorship.
Aye.
Request from the Dunkirk Senior High School Class of 1989 to hold their 4th annual Marauder Trotter Lakefront 5K Run Walk on Saturday, June 30th, 2018 from 8:45 a.m. till 9:45 a.m.
Any discussion, council? Seeing none, I need a motion to refer this to the appropriate departments as well as approve, subject to appropriate insurances and usual conditions.
So move.
Councilman Williams with the first, Councilman Bamanto with the second. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams?
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto?
Aye.
Councilmember Heenan?
Aye.
Councilmember Civiletto?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vorship.
Aye.
Request from Mayra Alvarado for a water line connection at 10765 Temple Road in the town of Dunkirk.
Any discussion, council? I need a motion to refer this to the DPW department, the law department, the treasurer's department, and back to the town of Dunkirk as well.
So move.
Councilman Williams with the first, Councilman Civiletto with the second. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams?
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto?
Aye.
Councilmember Heenan?
Aye.
Councilmember Civiletto?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vorship.
Aye.
Request from Harvest Chapel to hold a community block party in Washington Park on July 13, 2018 from 6 p.m. till 7:30 p.m. with 1 hour at each end for cleanup. Rain date will be July 20th, 2018.
Any discussion, council? Seeing none, I need a motion to refer this to the appropriate departments as well as approve, subject to appropriate insurances and usual conditions.
So move.
Councilman Williams with the first, Councilman Bamanto with the second. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams?
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto?
Aye.
Councilmember Heenan?
Aye.
Councilmember Civiletto?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Vorship.
Aye. We have 4 loudspeaker applications before us today. I'm going to ask the city clerk to read them all off individually. However, we're going to vote on them together as a group with 1 vote.
A, Harvest Chapel Church to have audio equipment at their block party in Washington Park on July 13, 2018 from 6:30 p.m. till 8:30 p.m. Bart's Cove to have live bands outside April 1st through November 30th, 2018. Times will vary from 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. LaShonda Moreland to have music from a radio at Point Gratiot on July 28, 2018 for a birthday party from 3 p.m. till 7 p.m. Dunkirk PBA to have a speaker system with microphone for the Matthew Hazelton 5K Memorial Run Lakefront 5K on Sunday, June 3rd, 2018 from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m.
Any discussion, council? I need a motion to refer the appropriate departments as well as approve, subject to appropriate insurances and usual conditions.
So move.
Councilman Williams with the first, Councilman Bamanto with the second. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Heenan.
Aye.
Councilmember Civiletto.
Aye.
Councilmember at large VaWushim.
Aye. Reports of standing committees, boards, and commissions. Councilman Williams?
Don't have much. The next DPW committee meeting will be Wednesday, March 21st at 4 p.m. in the mayor's conference room. And just wanted to add, like Councilman VaWushim said at the workshop, the snow Friday that we had, that was a different kind of snow. It was kind of heavy. It was a mess out there, and I think everybody did a great job cleaning it up. I worked in the October Surprise many years ago, and that was similar to that, so it was a lot different than just your normal snow. So good job, thanks.
Thank you, Councilman Williams. Councilman Bamanto?
Personnel meeting is going to be on Friday, March 16th at 4 p.m. in the mayor's conference room. Mr. Fisher, thanks for coming up, keeping us informed. And everybody, this will be the last meeting we have before St. Patrick's Day, so everybody have a safe and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you, Councilman Bamanto. Councilman Heenan?
Nothing at this time, thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Civiletto?
I have that next Wednesday, we're having the safety committee meeting at 4 p.m. in the mayor's conference center or room. I also wanted to thank Andy Bone and Chief Ortolano for getting, we went from bags on the parking meter to stickers that say out of order, which is perfect because it just lets people know that it's out of order, and finally that's put away. Great. And I wanted to thank the streets department for sidewalk plows. They plowed the entire city. It's been fantastic. I've driven around a couple other municipalities in the area and watched kids get out of school and walking in the middle of the street, and our kids didn't have to do that. So I'm very happy about that. Thank you very much. And to let everyone know, tomorrow from 4 to 6, the PTEC on Nevins Avenue, the old school 6, is having an open house. And the public is invited, so if you want to come and see what they're doing with the new/old building, you're more than welcome from 4 to 6. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Councilman Civiletto. I just want to repeat what I said in the workshop. I had to go out at 4 a.m. The night of the storm and plow some private accounts that I have myself, and I was absolutely amazed at the amount of trees that were falling, the amount of wires that were laying across streets, the snow that was in the streets, and not a car track to be found anywhere. It was actually even a little scary. It was almost movie-like, sort of like Armageddon. And to come back to the city of Dunkirk 5 to 6 hours later after I got done working for the night and find it all cleared up by then, everywhere I went at least, as I drove around the city, was just an amazing job by the DPW department within a matter of 5 or 6 hours. And to the first responders that were out all night long doing your guys' due diligence and with the wires down and things of that nature, I commend you guys immensely, all three of your departments, for the amount of work and time and effort that was put into that night. It was a very, very good job. Very good job, guys. Number 8, unfinished business.
29, resolution for authorization to update city code requiring 2 signatures on checks instead of 1.
I need a motion to take this off the table.
So move.
Councilman Williams with the first, Councilman Civiletto with the second. Clerk, call the roll on taking it off the table.
Councilmember Williams.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Heenan.
Aye.
Councilmember Civiletto.
Aye.
Councilmember at large VaWushim.
Aye. Resolution is now off the table. Is there any discussion on the resolution? Seeing none, I need a roll call for the resolution.
Councilmember Williams.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Heenan.
Aye.
Councilmember Civiletto.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Voisin.
Aye. Pre-filed resolutions.
36, resolution authorizing the implementation and funding in the first instance of the state multimodal program aid and state-administered federal program aid, eligible cost of a capital project and appropriating funds therefore.
Any discussion, council? Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Williams.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Heenan.
Aye.
Councilmember Civiletto.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Voisin.
Aye.
37, resolution rescinding resolution number 81-2017 regarding relinquishment of any claim of right and to quitclaim transfer the paper street west of 468 Lakeshore Drive east to Erie Land Development LLC.
Just for the record, there is a simple typo in the resolution. At the end of the first whereas, it mistakenly says Batter Park, where it should say Battery Point Villas. It's just a simple typo, will not need an amendment. Any further discussion, council? Seeing none, clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Williams.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Heenan.
Aye.
Councilmember Civiletto.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Voisin.
Aye. Any new business, any walk-ins? Seeing nothing, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Councilman Williams with the first, Councilman Civiletto with the second. Clerk call the roll on adjournment.
Councilmember Williams.
Aye.
Councilmember Bamanto.
Aye.
Councilmember Heenan.
Aye.
Councilmember Civiletto.
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Voisin.
Aye, meeting adjourned.
Sometimes we have those fast ones.
Imagine if every time you swiped your debit or credit card, you were setting aside money and investing money for the future. With Acorns, you can. Acorns rounds up the spare change from everyday purchases to the nearest dollar and moves the difference from your checking account into an Acorns investment account. That money is then automatically invested into a diversified portfolio recommended specifically for you. If you want to invest more sooner, it's easy to deposit a lump sum or set up a recurring investment anytime. And with unlimited deposits and withdrawals, you can invest and save exactly how much you want when you want. Join over 1 million people who have already signed up. Download Acorns today or go to acorns.com to get started.